Hello FIFA thinkers, today I'm here to tell you how to get better results at FUTChampions Weekend League. Now, first I'm going to give you some general advice, kind of cliches, but very important, and then I'm going to give you specific things that you're going to be doing in-game to get better results. Now, the first thing you're going to have to do is I think it's better to play a friendly before you get started with the FUTChampions Weekend League. The reason for that is to warm up, try to play a friend that is like a good player because that helps you more. Second, it's better if you play games, as many games as possible on Sunday or the last day of the weekend league. Third, it's better if you use tactics that actually fit your gameplay and your style rather than just tactics that you know they're good, because that way you will be more fluent and you will get better results. 4, you need to pace yourself, and now it's important to pace yourself both in timing and in form, meaning that play whenever you feel you can play better and play when you're doing good, meaning like for instance what I do is that if I lose 2 games in a row I stop playing. I don't know, I go for a run, I go for a shower, whatever, go eat something, go drink something, whatever you need to go get back into form. 5, keep your cool. If you're angry because of some FIFA bullshit that happens and you play another game, it's gonna happen again and again and again, and it goes on. So if you get angry, go talk to a friend, go do something, chill, and then go back to the game. Next, stay fresh, keep yourself hydrated, keep yourself in a good state of mind, and try to keep focused. That's gonna be it. Now let's get into the specific advice. The first thing you need to do is to take full advantage of the corner kicks. Now, the best way to do so is through the first post corner. Here you can see it. First you put the mark in the corner of the small box and then you hit it almost full bar. Not full bore because, if you hit full bore it's going to be like a low cross. So you have to hit it almost full bore. Now, the power and the position of this depends on where your player is located and how it's marked. For example, in the next one you're going to see how I put less power. The reason for that is because the player is marking me in front of me, so if I put less power then I'm going to be able to win it behind his back. Now if it's the first post is to mark, have variation and cross it to the center like this. I crossed it straight to the center soft and I was able to see in here he repeats the same mistake. He marks the first post with a lot of people, so what I do is that I look for the empty space and I cross it soft, and then I'm able to win the header because I have a more powerful header. Now here in this last example you can see again, first post, I do it hard, then I'm able to win it because there's no man there. If you do this you're going to be able to score at least 10 goals out of corners, and that's going to help you win games. Next is going to be game changer players, and by this I mean you need to have in your team not only good players but players that are able to get you wins at any moment at any game. For example, my first game changer player that I have is Suarez, the squad builder, and he is so good, he can score any shot. An important part of this section is that don't be afraid to abuse him. If you're struggling or if you need to score goals, go for your game changer player and abuse him as much. My other one is Jamie Vardy, so it's the same thing. I have Jamie Vardy, so I have to use him. So every time I see him open, I go for the long ball for him because I know he's able to win it in the pace. The next one I have, it's going to be Thomas Müller. Why? Because Thomas Müller has an amazing long shot. So what happens is that every time he's open in the long shot, I take that shot, but I also know he has a great finesse shot, so if I can, I try to make the shot a finesse shot because I know it's going to be a goal for sure, regardless of the distance. The next advice is going to be on defense. You gotta keep your cool on defense, and the first thing you gotta do is pull a defender back or a midfielder, whatever it's best, and then chase him with the midfielder from behind because everyone is going to be using the LT button to try to dribble him. But the next thing is that you gotta put pressure in the ball. So after you cover the danger space, put quick pressure on the ball. The next advice is to control the game, and this is crucial because for some reason it's seen as bad, to control the game and pass the ball around in this game. People get really upset, and the reason they get really upset is because when you do that, you do not allow them to have any chance at coming back. Now this is crucial because comebacks happen so often in this game, it's almost like the game really tries to help people come back. So when you pass the ball around and you control the game, there's 2 things that happen. One, you don't give your opponent any chance or any bullshit or comebacks, and 2, you get actual chances of opening his defense and scoring more goals. The next advice is to make changes in your tactics in game, meaning that if you're not creating goal scoring opportunities, you have to change your formation around to get them. Now in here you're going to see how I changed from a 4-1-2-1-2 to a 4-3-3 in order to come back from a 2-0. Remember to change your instructions once you change the formation and your tactics if necessary. Now, you can see what happened after I made the changes. I did the changes because I wanted to play open in order to open his defense and try to get into some holes. And see, that's exactly what I'm doing. You can see my wingers already opening the space, leaving holes in the middle because he has to take care of them. And see, there's a big hole on the left side that I get to score the 2-1. In the next play, you can see exactly what I was trying to do. I put 2 wingers so I could open up the game, and that's exactly what I'm doing. You can see Embolo going to the wing, and there it is, this exact space I was looking. Now he has to come to the wing and mark me, which leaves holes in the middle. And here he takes the ball, however that's not the end of the play. I recover it, and see how his defense, it's like all closed down, which leaves a huge hole in the right side that Jovinko takes advantage of it. We got a little bit lucky, true, but we were able to come back from it. Here's a different scenario. We're winning, however we don't want him to come back, and we know that we're not creating many chances, so we can pretty much smell the comeback. So we go ahead and we make all the subs in order to fix our team. The reason this is so important and useful is because defense in FIFA is mechanic, so people just get used to defending a certain way to a certain opponent, and they just continue to repeat it on and on. When you change your tactics, what happens is that your way of playing is going to change, which means that if your opponent defends you the same way, he's going to leave holes in your defense because now you're attacking him differently. So by changing the formation, you pretty much create a mess on his mechanic, and you don't let him get used to you, hence he's never going to be able to defend you well. And here you can see it in the play. We were winning, but we changed the way we attacked. So now he's trying to close down the spaces, but he doesn't know that we're open. Hence we get a bunch of space to score that last goal that we needed. The best for last. Now, the best thing I can advise you to do is use the driven shot as much as possible. The driven shot is a shot that you do by pressing the B button or the circle, holding it a little bit and then pressing it again. Sometimes you can do it but just by double tapping the B or the circle. Depending on how close you are to the goal, you have to charge it a little bit more, but usually you need 1 or 2 bars, unless you're super far away, of course. Here I'll leave you with a lot of images so you can see like how often you can use it. It's useful for pretty much any situation. If you do the driven shot a lot, you're probably going to increase the amount of goals you score twice as much, because usually we all miss a lot of opportunities. The driven shot is the solution for that, because for some reason it avoids the keeper or the keeper fails to save it. So just go ahead, try it out and tell me how it goes. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel, and leave any comments if you want to see any specific tutorial of any of the things shown in here. Thank you for watching, FIFA Thinkers.